Hi, this is Dr. Hibbert from the program MEET, Motivating, Equipping, Empowering, Training. I'm here to talk to you about some things today to help you to get your life to the next level. All of us need to go forward. All of us need to make the best of what we have. All of us need to succeed. And if you're going to succeed, you're going to have to change some things in your life. So I invite you to listen or watch this video in its entirety. I believe it will change and transform your life. You need to look to areas you have never been, never explored. There are some doors you have never opened. There's some strengths inside of you that you have never used. There are things you have never seen. So you'll see that there are opportunities waiting, and there are opportunities that was never discovered. It is said that we only use as much as 10% of our brain's ability. So there's 90% waiting to be used or waiting to be tapped into. There are resources you have never tapped into. It's waiting. But you cannot do what you always did and not get what you've always gotten. You cannot live as you always lived and not be how you've always been. You cannot walk where you always have and not see the things you've always seen. You cannot think as you always thought and not feel as you always felt. You cannot view yourself as you always have and not see what you always saw. You see, if you continue to do what you've always done, you will get what you've always gotten. If you have tried and failed, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't despise failure, because failure leaves us clues. What we need to do is take those clues and allow them to take us to the next level of our life or into the next dimension. But if you stand there and do nothing, nothing will get done. You will not get further than where you are. It will produce the same results every time. The bottom line is, you can't live changing nothing and expect different results. So you must identify your strengths, and all of us have strengths. Identify your talents, and all of us do have talents. Identify your gifts, and all of us have gifts. After you've identified your gifts, talents, strengths, you must start your new journey. Listen, if you don't plan, don't focus, don't think, don't try, don't manage well, you are going to be blaming everybody except yourself when you fail. And so today I want to give you some tools to put in your toolbox. Tool number one, dream. You must have a dream. What does a dream do? Why is a dream so important? Because a dream thinks of what you can become. You have to keep dreaming of what you can become. Number two, you need a vision. And what a vision does, a vision sees and paint the portrait of what you can become. You need to see that portrait. Number 3, you need a goal. And what a goal does, a goal it goes after what you can become. And you need motivation. So many people start well with a little motivation, but lose it along the way. You must, it's not a maybe. You must be motivated if you're going to succeed. Because motivation is inspiration. Motivation, it inspires you. It gives you the desire to become. Then you need focus. Focus means that you're concentrating, because that's what focus does. It concentrates and keep looking at what you can become. You need enthusiasm. And I love this one, because enthusiasm is excitement. And if you're doing something and you're not excited about what you're doing, you've already failed. There has to be a level of excitement in what you're doing. Because when you're excited, you're going to get things done. Because what excitement does, what enthusiasm does, it brings on the excitement to and encourage you to become. And all of us are trying to become something better. And then number 7, you need to have the fortitude, the courage to deal with your challenges. Because it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter how well you think you're doing it. You're going to have some challenges. What challenge does, it tests your commitment of becoming. Challenge say you want to become? Well, I'm going to test your strength. It tests the very foundation on which you're standing. And so what challenge does, it join forces with number 8, detour. Because now you must have distractions. If you're going to succeed, you're going to have to get past these 2. Now, between challenge and detour, it might be family situations, it might be financial situation, it might be health situation, or just about anything. But these 2 are trying to stop you from becoming what you set out to become. So detour, all that it is distraction. A detour is to distract you. And so many people fall for that. Don't be distracted. Keep pushing. Keep going forward. Keep pressing your way through. Get past the distractions. Children, husband, wife. It doesn't matter what it is. Get past it. Because number 9 says, I'm determined. And determination is what's going to get you past the challenges and the detours. Determination is the will to win. Everybody wants to win. If you're doing something, if you're pushing ahead and you're trying to succeed and you don't have a desire to win, then you're not going anywhere. And so there are 3-letter words, a 3-letter word rather, that you have to think about. And it's the word why. It's number 10. You must know why you're doing what you're doing. Because why gives purpose. There's a reason you're on this journey right now. And so never lose sight of your why. Know why you are doing what you're doing. That's the only way you're going to get into your destiny, number 11. Because destiny completes the journey. So let's recap a little bit on these things. You need a dream. You need a vision. You need goal. You need motivation. You need focus. You need enthusiasm. You're going to have to get past the challenges and the detours. And you're going to have to be determined. Know your why, because that's going to take you into your destiny. Winning requires a new you. A new you requires a new agenda, a new approach, new awareness, and new attitude. New opportunities are waiting, but unless the new you step out, you will not experience those new opportunities, because new opportunities mean that there's a new life. You need to develop the boldness to touch and change the lives of others, because it's all about people. Life is about people. Winning is about people. And I'm not talking about competing against people. I'm talking about winning. And as you win, you take others along with you. So I want to go to a few more things, which is attitude, self-esteem, self-awareness, self-discipline, self-motivation, self-control, and action. This old Chinese proverb, it says, if you want 1 ear of prosperity, grow grains. If you want 10 years of prosperity, grow trees. If you want 100 years of prosperity, grow people. Life is all about people. And we have to get that. We're not isolated by ourselves. We're not in a little island all by ourselves trying to make it. It's making it together. It's all about people. Our life must touch people. Why? Because we all need each other. Your goal in life should be to become the best. Not just to be good, not just to be better, but to be best. Better and good are enemies to best, because too many people stop at being good and be better. They never strive to be their best. And if all of us strive to be our best, just think of what we can do. We can impact this world in a great way. So let's look at attitude. Attitude determines how you act. It determines how you do what you do. It determines how you say what you say. In everything, just about everything, attitude is going to have to be, a driving force. Attitude determines whether you're happy or you're sad. Attitude can hinder you in all areas of your life, or it can help you to be your best. Attitude impacts your perception of the world around you. It influences the things you do. It makes you who you are. It changes your perception of life and all that you can do. Changing your attitude is changing the way you view things and people. Self-esteem. So many people are affected by this word, esteem. No one in the world can do a better job of being you than you. Love yourself. And not just love yourself, but love yourself. For if you don't, how are you going to be able to love somebody else? How is anybody going to love you when you don't love you? You have to love yourself first. You see, there's a quote I picked up. It says, we have the power to shrink our dreams to fit reality, or to stretch our reality to fit our dreams. Anonymous. So don't compare yourself with others. No one in this entire world has your brand. You are special. You are the real deal. You're not a copy of an original. You are an original. So think of your self-esteem and how you feel about yourself. But take it to another level. Self-acceptance. Accept yourself for how you feel about you. Self-awareness. Be aware of self, things, and situations. In dialoguing with individuals over the years, many struggle with the following list. And it's a list of knowing. People ask, why was I born? What's the reason? Why am I here? Why am I here? What is my purpose in life? How do I find my purpose? People ask, what are my strengths and my weaknesses? How do I differentiate? And they struggle with this. How will I know when I get to my destination? If I'm traveling this road, first and foremost, I must know where I'm going. Because when you know where you are going, then you're going to know when you arrive. And so that's what I tell people most of the time. If you don't know where you're going, you'll never know when you get there. Self-direction. As we go back to self-awareness, self-awareness requires a knowledge of time and cost. Self-direction gives you the shortest but the safest way to get to your destination. Purpose. Why were you born? You are not just here to get a job, to get an education, pay some bills, and then die. No. You're here for much more than that. Too many people come to this world, they get a good education, they get a good job, they pay their bills, and before you know it, they're gone. But you are here with a gift, and you need to develop that gift. And when you develop that gift, you need to serve it to others, people. People are waiting to be a partaker of your gift. And then when you serve it to people, serve it to the world, and you die, you can die empty because you're not taking it to the cemetery with you. Too many people have gone to the cemetery with all the gifts, their talents, and all the things that they came here with. So I want to challenge you. Refuse to give the cemetery your gift. Can you do that? Self-discipline. We were not born with self-discipline. It's something that we develop during our time on earth. Self-discipline can be described as a selective choice in creating new habits, thoughts, actions, and speech. Self-control. I've brought this to a one-sentence explanation. Self-control is going against feelings and embracing that which is real and that which is right. Action. Action requires words such as can instead of can't. Too many people, I can't. You can. You can. So try instead of complaining. Do instead of speculating. Listen instead of assuming. You have a passion for something. Passion makes what you believe bigger than what you can see. Listen, it's not the size of the fight on the outside that wins. It's the fight of the inside. The fight that's on the inside. You are better, bigger, stronger, smarter than you could ever imagine. You are a winner.